aren't out there, do you think defenses will be taking a harder look at you because maybe they will be thinking that too? Here's a guy we want to focus on.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they'll see the progress we made last year with tight end catching the ball, and hopefully the first 5 games and the whole season we can keep on continuing to build off that. So maybe the defense will target me, but that just leaves other people wide open. We got playmakers who can make plays.
Any specific goals between now and the spring game? Clean up stuff.
Just clean up some protection stuff with the line. Just make sure we're on the same page with the quarterbacks. And just execute, really. Today we didn't execute on some plays, and I thought we could have. And if we could have been a different outcome. But really just clean up some little things.
What do you see out of Philly Brown? It seems like he's going to have a big role this year. He's going to be a starter when DeVere's out, maybe also when DeVere gets back as well. I mean, it seems like he's got a lot of talent, but maybe needs to shore up the hands a little bit. Just what do you see out of Philly?
His hands are fine. Guys will have their case of the drops, but I mean, every great receiver and every great player has had, dropped the ball before. He's probably one of the fastest guys on the team and one of the most elusive. So we're definitely going to be able to use that to our advantage. He's got some work to do, but he's still young and got a long way to go before the season starts.
And the quarterbacks, obviously Joe's running #1 right now, Taylor's #2. Just talk about those guys. Also talk about Braxton and even Kenny. How do you see it
each day they all have their own. They shine their own day. Braxton's a great runner. He's also turned out to be a pretty good thrower. They all seem to are getting a good grasp of the offense. As to who I think's doing the best, like I said, each one has their days. I'm comfortable with all of them, so any one of them's fine with me.
How much of a bummer is it to have a scrimmage like today, though, and y'all don't get in the end zone? From an offensive standpoint, is it?
It's kind of disappointing. You work all week, get excited for this Jersey scrimmage and not to score, especially with given the opportunity of being right down there. It's kind of disappointing, but I felt like we made some progress. We were moving the ball pretty well on some drives, and so it's not a total disappointment that we didn't score, but definitely would have liked to get in the end zone.
They picked up the score from where it ended last week, I think. I mean, that's what. Well, all of a sudden we looked up on the scoreboard. You guys all. Was this an actual Jersey scrimmage, or does it continue into next week?
I think it was a continuation of last week. Because we're short on the O-line.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough to actually have our own Jersey scrimmage with 3 different groups because we only got like 8 O-line and. So I think it's just going to be a continuation now. I'm not sure how next Saturday is going to be. It might start over. They might stay beef on the score right now, so I'm not really sure how that's going to work.
What do you think about the idea of a scrimmage instead of a game next week, Jake?
It kind of makes it more important because it's 1 versus 1s, 2s versus 2s, and not all spread out. So everyone's got to step their game up because the offense wants to win. We got to beat the #1 defense. So I think that makes it a little bit more intense and it also makes it a little bit more fun.